Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video, from mathematics subject, quadratic equations topic we are going to continue. So here children, let's learn about a relation between the roots and the coefficients of a quadratic equation. Suppose we have a quadratic equation in standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. According to Sridharacharya's formula or quadratic formula, for every quadratic equation, there will be at most two roots. If we assume them as alpha and beta, alpha value will be minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Beta value will be minus b minus of root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. For every quadratic equation, we will be having two roots in the form of alpha and beta. Now, this ABC, A is x square coefficient, B is x coefficient, C is constant, but there is no x term. We can take it as C into x power 0. C into x power 0. We can treat it as constant term or coefficient of x power 0 term. Now, we are going to learn the relationship between this ABC and alpha beta. What is the relation between the coefficients and the roots that we are going to learn? So, sum of the roots. If you do the sum of the roots, alpha plus beta, so minus beta plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus beta minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If we add them by 2a by 2a. 2a is common. As a common denominator is there, numerators we can add directly. So plus root of b square minus 4ac minus root of b square minus 4ac. Same term, we have plus, we have minus, both of them gets cancelled. Minus b minus 2b. Denominator 2a, 2 gets cancelled. Minus b by a. So, sum of roots equal to minus b by a, where b is coefficient of x, a is coefficient of x square. So, sum of roots equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. In this way, we can relate the roots and coefficients. This is the first relation. In the same way, we have another relation, second relation. So for that, we have to take product of roots, alpha beta product. So minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a into minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we have to take the product. If we do the product, so this is a plus b, a minus b. This is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, where a is minus b is b square minus root of b square minus 4ac, whose formula is a square minus b square. That means first term minus b whole square minus second term root of b square minus 4ac whole square by 2a into 2a whole square. So minus b whole square will become plus b square minus this b square minus 4ac whole square roots gets cancelled. We will get b square minus 4ac inside the root. If we simplify it, b square, because of minus, symbols will change. Minus b square plus 4ac. Minus b square plus b square cancel, 4ac will remain. If we simplify this, in the numerator part we will be having 4ac. In the denominator 2a whole square. means 4a square. 4 gets cancelled, 1a gets cancelled, c by a will remain. So product of roots equal to c means constant term, a means coefficient of x square. So product of roots equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. So in this way, we have two relations between the roots and coefficients of quadratic equation. First relation is alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a, alpha beta equal to c by a. These two formulas we have to remember, children. So then only if we know the roots, we can find the equation, or if we know the equation, we can find the roots with the help of these relations. Here, children, example problem. Find the sum and product of the roots of the equation 2x square minus 9x plus 20 equals to 0. Find the sum and product. So, sum of the roots, coefficient of sum of the roots formula minus b by a, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, means, so minus coefficient of x is minus 9, so minus of minus 9 by coefficient of x square is 2, minus into minus plus, plus 9 by 2. Product of roots formula c by a, constant term by coefficient of x square. Constant term is 20, coefficient of x square is 2, 20 by 2, which is equal to 10, which is equal to 10. Okay, children, in the same way, if alpha, beta are the roots of quadratic equation, so then we have some formulas, children, to be remembered. Alpha plus beta minus b by a, alpha beta c by a, modulus of alpha minus beta means absolute value of difference of roots. Alpha minus beta means difference of roots. These two lines represent modulus, which means absolute value of difference of roots equal to root of b square minus 4ac by modulus of a. Absolute value means always positive, which is always positive. Next, alpha cube plus beta cube equal to 3abc minus b cube by a cube. These formulas also we have to remember, children. Next, children. So, quadratic equation whose roots are alpha beta means if we know the roots, how to find the quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta. What is the form of quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta? So, if alpha beta are roots means, what does it mean? Suppose ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is having roots alpha beta means x value will be alpha one time, x value will be beta another time. Means if alpha comes this side, x minus alpha equals to 0. If beta comes this side, x minus beta equals to 0. Or this ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 can be written as x minus alpha into x minus beta. X minus alpha into x minus beta. So this x minus alpha, x minus beta will be the factors of ax square plus bx plus c. Why we have written like this means, because x equal to alpha, x equal to beta. These two are the roots of quadratic equation, or these two are the values of x. That's why we can write like this. If we write like this, if the product of these two factors is 0, if you multiply x into x, x square, beta into x, beta x, x into alpha, alpha x, alpha into beta, alpha beta equals to 0. From these two terms, if we take minus x as common, x square term, minus we have taken common, x we have taken common, here beta is remaining, minus we have taken common, symbol will change, plus here beta will remain, here alpha will remain. beta plus alpha, alpha plus beta, both are same, plus alpha beta equals to 0. Means x square minus, what is this? Sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. Means if we know the roots, how to write the equation means x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. This will be the quadratic equation in terms of alpha and beta. If we substitute alpha and beta values, we will get the equation. Let's see the example, children. So find the quadratic equation whose roots are root 3 comma 3. So let alpha equal to root 3, beta equal to 3, sum of roots alpha plus beta equals to root 3 plus 3, product of roots alpha beta equals to 3 root 3. Now required equation is x square minus sum of roots alpha plus beta into x plus product of roots alpha beta equals to 0. What is sum of roots? 3 plus root 3. X square minus 3 plus root 3x plus product of roots 3 root 3 equal to 0. In this way we can write the equation if we know the roots. One way, children. Next, children. So symmetric functions involving alpha plus beta, alpha beta. Suppose if alpha beta are the roots of this quadratic equation where a is not equal to 0 and ABC are real numbers, so then this alpha plus beta, alpha beta, alpha square plus or minus beta square, 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square, these are all called functions of the roots alpha beta. Means these are all written with the help of alpha and beta. So these are all called functions of the roots alpha beta. Suppose if the expression does not changes on interchanging alpha beta, then it is called symmetric function. Suppose alpha square plus beta square is there. If we interchange, then it will become beta square plus alpha square, which is same as alpha square plus beta square. So these types of functions or equations are called symmetric functions. Like alpha minus beta whole square, whose formula is alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Alpha square plus beta square, alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Or alpha square minus beta square, alpha minus beta into alpha plus beta. Or root of alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Alpha cube plus beta cube, alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Alpha cube minus beta cube, alpha minus beta whole cube plus 3 alpha beta into alpha minus beta. Or we can write in this way also. So all these symmetric functions, children, you have to remember. You have to write down 5 to 10 times. You have to remember how they are framing the equations, and you have to by heart them so that you can make use of them while solving the problems. Next one. Let the roots of this equation are alpha beta. Find the values of alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. If the roots of this equation are alpha and beta, then find the value of this expression. So alpha, beta are the roots of this equation. So alpha plus beta means sum of the roots, formula minus b by a, minus b value minus 5, minus of minus 5 by a value 1, minus into minus plus 5 by 1, 5. Alpha beta product equal to c by a, which is equal to 6 by 1, which is equal to 6, which is equal to 6. Next, alpha by beta plus beta by alpha value we have to find. We have to find this alpha by beta plus beta by alpha value. LCM is beta into alpha. LCM is alpha beta. Here beta is there, alpha is not there. Alpha into alpha, alpha square, plus alpha is there, beta into beta, beta square. We can write it as alpha square plus beta square by beta alpha. Or alpha square plus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Already we have formulas. How we have got this means we have to learn all. We have to learn all, so we can keep this formula alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So alpha plus beta value 5, 5 square minus 2 into alpha beta value 6. 5 square minus 2 into 6 by 6. So 5 square is 25, 2 into 6 is 12, 25 minus 12, 13 by 6. 13 by 6. So the answer is 13 by 6. Next one. So equations reducible to quadratic form. Equations reducible to quadratic form means if they are not in quadratic form like this, x minus root 2x equal to 0, we have to make them turn into quadratic form. So that is called equations reducible to quadratic form. So here children, so we have solved radical equations by first isolating the radical and then squaring both sides of the equation to eliminate the radical where possible. Here don't get confused children, here radical means which is having root. This, if it is not perfect square, then it will be called as a radical which is in the root. For solving these equations which are having these radicals, first we have to eliminate this root by squaring on both sides. So then we can solve the equation. So example, solve for x where x minus root 2x equal to 0. So here x minus root 2x equal to 0 means we have to eliminate this radical, this root. For this we have to square on both sides. For that we have to isolate this radical first. So what we will do means this minus root 2x will be taken that side. It will become x equal to root 2x. Like that we can isolate. Then we have to square on both sides. X square equal to root 2x whole square. Square root cancel, x square equal to 2x. If we take 2x that side, x square minus 2x equal to 0. Now we have got quadratic equation. We can solve it by factoring. X we can take common. X minus 2 will remain equal to 0. Product of factors equal to 0. Means first factor equal to 0. Second factor equal to 0. Or x equal to 2. X equal to 0 or x equal to 2. So we can do verification children. If we keep x equal to 0 in this equation, 0 minus root 2 into 0, total it will become 0, true. Or if we keep 2 in the equation, 2 minus root 2 into 2, 2 minus root 4, which is equal to root 4 value is 2, 2 minus 2 which is equal to 0. So for both the values it is satisfied. So solutions are in the flower brackets 0, 2 are the solutions of the equation. Like this, if we have any radicand, we can reduce to quadratic form. After that, by any one of the following method, 4 methods. We have learned about factor method, completing squares method, square root, or quadratic formula method. By any one of the 4 methods which we have learned, we can find the value of x. Next one. Solve for a such that root 5a minus root of 2a minus 1 equals to 2. So root 5a minus root of 2a minus 1 equal to 2. So let's isolate root 2a minus 1. So this 2 will come this side. Root 5a minus 2 equal to root 2a minus 1. Next, on squaring both sides, root 5a minus 2 whole square equal to root of 2a minus 1 whole square. Left hand side, a minus b whole square. Formula, a square minus 2ab plus b square. We can expand like that. Right hand side, square root square cancel, 2a minus 1. Next, still this again root term will be isolated. Remaining term will become this side, will be taken this side, 5a. 2a will come this side, minus 2a, which is equal to 3a. Minus 1 will come this side, plus 1, plus 4 equals to 5, equal to, this will go that side, 4 root of 5a. So 3a plus 5 equal to 4 root of 5a. Again, we can square on both sides. 3a plus 5 whole square equal to 4 root of 5a whole square. Left hand side, a square plus 2ab plus b square, expansion. Right hand side, 4 square is 16. Root 5a whole square, square root cancel, 5a. So 16 5s are 80a. 80a will take on this side, minus 80a. Minus 80a plus 30 minus 50a. Now this AC value, 9 into 25. 9 into 25, 225, to be resolved into 2 terms such that sum equal to middle number. We can write it as 45 into 5. 45 into 5 which is equal to minus 50. So minus 45 minus 5. Product equal to plus 25. Sum equal to minus 50. So splitting the middle term. One method of finding solution by splitting middle term. Minus 45a minus 5a. 9a common. 9a common. From these two. 9a common. So we will get a minus 5 from these two. Minus 5a common. We will get a minus 5. Minus 5 common. We will get a minus 5. Again, a minus 5 common. We will be having 9a this side. We will be having minus 5 this side. So 9a minus 5 into a minus 5 equal to 0. Or a equals to 5 by 9. A equals to 5. Like that we can solve. So we can substitute the values children. We can substitute 5 by 9 and we can verify. But it is not true. So 5 by 9 is not the solution. Out of 2 values, for one value it is not true. It is not the solution. But for another value it is true. So it is the solution. So out of the 2 values, only one will be the solution. One will be the solution. Next problem. Solve 2x to the power of 2 by 3 minus x to the power of 1 by 3 equal to 28. Let's keep x power 1 by 3 as y So then it can be written as 2 into x power 1 by 3 whole square, because we are having 2 by 3, minus x power 1 by 3 equal to 28. X power 1 by 3, if we take it as y, then 2, instead of this we can take y square minus y equal to 28. Now 2 into 28, sorry, this 28 will come this side, it will become minus 28. Now 2 into 28, 56, plus 2 into minus 28, minus 56, to be divided into two terms, so that sum will be equal to minus 1, middle term minus 1. We can write it as 8 sevens are 56, but sum is minus 1, so minus 8 plus 7. So we can write y as minus 8y plus 7y. From these two, 2y common, y minus 4. From these two, 7 common, y minus 4. Again, y minus 4 common, 2y plus 7, or y equal to 4, y equal to minus 7 by 2. But we have taken x power 1 by 3 as y. So x equal to 1 by 3 will come this side. It will become x equal to y cube. X equal to y cube. So, but we have got y equal to 4 and minus 7 by 2. So x equal to 4 cube, 64. When y equal to minus 7 by 2, x equal to minus 7 by 2 whole cube, which is equal to minus 343 by 8. Like this, we got two values of x. We got two values of x. We can verify the values and we can check whether two are true or not. Okay, children, let's learn remaining topic in our next video, children. One minute, children. So, thank you for watching our video, children. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you, children. Have a good day.